Hello again, whiskey friends. Thanks for joining everybody on the porch, drinking some whiskey. Going to do a comparison today that I've never done before, but been getting questions about this. Been highlighting the 1783 on the channel a few times. Gosh, the last couple weeks, the last couple months. It all started when I got this bottle for a blending competition we were doing with Jason over at the Mash and Drum. And this was one of the components that we wanted to blend with. I had only had, up to this point, the 1783 Heroes Edition. I'd never had the base expression before. So when I got to try this, I was like, wow, this is fabulous. It's actually leaving even a higher impression on me than I remember from the American Hero Edition. So one of the things that did come up, though, is there a difference between these two releases? They're both marked small batch. One of them has an American flag on it, says the Hero Edition. It's also an annual release, whereas this is more of that core, consistent expression. Some people say they taste the same. Some people say they taste different. I have never done this comparison before, so I am going to do some live reactions with you and answer the question that I got. So thank you for joining me today, whiskey friends. Let's kick off the show. So the 1783, this is an Evan Williams expression coming out of Heaven Hill. It is 90 proof, and you can get this for under $20 nearly across the entire country. So keep an eye out for this. This is one of my go-to pours to start the night for something low proof. The flavors that I get off of this one are rich and dense, despite the fact that it's 90 proof and, whatever the general age of it is. Now, there's another release that comes out. It's got this American flag, the red, white, and blue on it. It's called the American Hero Edition, and it's an annual release. Now, the description of it that it has here on the back of the bottle, with Evan Williams 1783 American Hero Edition, this special edition small batch has been thoughtfully selected by our 2023 Evan Williams American-made heroes who have dedicated their lives to serving the country and the community. So other people have described this to me that essentially they let a group of veterans select the barrels that ultimately go into this small batch blend. So how many barrels go into this one compared to the other one? I couldn't find details on that, but ultimately what we want to find out is, do they taste different? And is it worth getting this one when it is the exact same price if you had them both on the shelf? So let's jump into it here. So in the Hello Again Whiskey Friend Glen that will be in my right hand, I've got the American Hero Edition. And in my left hand, I've got the regular 1783 in this drowning pheasant glass. So cheers, everybody. We're going to start with the regular one, and then I'll move on to the other one here to see if I have any meaningful differences. I'll try to keep the flavor notes and everything down from a tasting perspective, more concentrate on the experience, unless there is a meaningful way that they deviate on flavor. Cheers, everybody. Oh, okay. There is a youthful note coming from the 1783, almost a bit more corn, even like a young corn, compared to the American Hero Edition. The American Hero Edition has all of those rougher edges actually rounded off. Same general flavors are there. Yeah, this comes across younger. So the 1783 does come across younger than this one. This is more well-rounded. American Hero Edition wins on the nose, for sure. So there is a difference. We're already getting it on the nose. Let's see if it's there on the palate. Going in on the 1783 basic small batch. Such a beautiful pour. one thing that always sticks out to me about this pour is how viscous it is. Despite being 90 proof, it is so oily and coating and pleasant. All right, one sip here on the American Hero Edition. Let's see if there's a difference. Oh, yeah. Oh, the American Hero Edition is a step up for sure. Oh, that is so interesting. So immediately, the flavors are the same. So you are getting really down the middle, mostly bourbon flavors. I mean, we're just talking caramel, vanilla, some kind of like baked good pastry thing going on. A little bit of honey on the finish. So the flavors themselves are more basic, I would say. Delicious, but more basic in terms of the notes that I would throw out there. What did stick out, though, in that first sip, and I'll do another comparison, but the American Hero Edition was richer and denser and more defined. All right, one sip on the regular edition. The regular edition's good. It almost feels muted by comparison. I'm going to go in for another sip of the American Hero. Oh, it's so much better. Wow. That's really good. So, okay. Now you got my reaction there. I guess that answers the question. So there is definitely a difference between the 1783 regular small batch and the American Hero Edition. The American Hero Edition comes across as a older expression with denser, richer flavors. And they are the exact same price. So undoubtedly, if you are left with a decision to either pick up the regular version or the American Hero Edition, this makes the American Hero Edition a no-brainer. And honestly, as much as I've been gushing over the 1783, I need to go revisit this American Hero Edition. This thing is really, really, really good. Surprisingly good. All right. Well, thank you for joining, everybody. Let me know if you have done this comparison yourself, which one won, and what did you think of one versus the other. Apologies for the wind if that's getting picked up. Mother Nature always hates me when I'm out here. But let me know what you think in this comparison. If you've never done this comparison before, go do it. Follow along here, see what you get. But man, this one, the American Hero Edition, it's like in high definition compared to the other one. Both really, really good. Yeah, aim for that American Hero Edition. I actually recently saw a handle to this of the American Hero Edition, and now I'm like, that'd be a really good bottle to even have a handle on. Like, this is the perfect bottle to give to guests and everything. I'm going to experiment with this one in like tastings that I do. Well, thank you for joining me today, whiskey friends. Hopefully that answers the question, and then keep an eye out for that 2024 release. I think I'll be buying one now. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye, buddy.